Woo! It's showtime! Woo!
Alright, so I realized that I forgot to do the JP end of the year tier list, which I thought I recorded before, but I guess I did not. I guess I had to wait for until the dual Dokkan Fest units were released, so, and here they are, they're actually released under here. This is what my tier list did look like prior to November or October actually. But today is a fun day, mainly because we're going to be updating, we're going to be putting these three into the tier list. I'm just going to put them in the order that they're supposed to be in. Here we go. Second, we're also going to be updating this tier list before we put in the new units and see if there are any specific changes that are needed whatsoever. So first of all, looking in the comic section, I don't think... Okay, there is a kind of a small change. Kid Buu is going to SS. I personally think the reason why is because Majin Power is actually really good, and considering the link set that each Buu or Majin Buu unit has, it's completely disgusting. So that's one thing. And second, I feel like he should be this unit should be moved up as well. Yes, the active skill and transformation mechanics do take a while, but it's kind of worth it really on the end. Plus this unit is also a great Majin Power lead, so, and a artificial life forms category lead, so he's great. Let's see. There is going to be a possible change for this unit for Jin Nimba because his EZA is coming out really soon, like I believe the next couple of weeks. But I don't know what they're going to be doing with him, so I'm holding off. Well, I'm actually going to be doing the end of the year EZA tier list for that, but for now he's staying down there until his EZA is released. And I believe that is all, unless I'm forgetting to do something. Nah, I think that's it. So, without further ado, let's jump into this tier list, and we'll see where they get put. So, we'll start with Bojack. Now, Bojack is actually very, very good. His new category, Space Traveling Warriors, is massive. It's a pretty massive category. If you look through here, we got Jiren on here, we got his LR, we got LR Turles on here, who's very, very disgusting, honestly. Who else? We got LR Pan, who's actually great for this category because she can actually give a boost whenever her active skill is activated. We also have the AGL Turles, who's very good. Who else do we have? We also got ourselves. We also have some really freaking decent free-to-play units here. AGL Cooler's in here. Is frieza in here? Yeah, frieza's in there. The Pride Trooper units are in there. God Topo's on here, and this Cooler's also on here too, and he links super well with LR Turles, and I believe not Bojack, but he's a good addition to the category, and this is awesome. It's awesome. His category is so massive and very diverse. I think anything is possible with this kind of category. Considering the amount of rotations and teams you could pretty much put together, it's a very strong category, very strong. I highly recommend him being on like SSS tier, but let me see his passive. So his super attack passive gives him attack and defense for 1 turn and does immense damage, so nothing too impressive. And then this is before his transformation, right? Yeah. Or is it transformation? Yeah. He gives 100% attack and defense at the start of turn. He gives Space Traveling Warriors 2 ki and 30% attack and defense when facing 1 enemy, plus an additional 10% attack and defense when facing 2, and then plus an additional 10% attack and defense when facing 3. So in total, he's giving a total of 2 ki and 50% attack and defense when facing 3 or more enemies. I'm assuming you're going to have to use him in like Super Battle Road or some other Dokkan events. It really depends, but this is actually a really good passive. Considering the amount of boost that you're getting from just this category alone, it's huge. It's a huge buff right there. His active skill can only be activated when you're facing 1 enemy. so you're not going to be activating his active skill pretty often in Super Battle Road, but you can be sure you can activate his active skill in what's it? Legendary Goku event, the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, Battlefield, most Dokkan events, but that's pretty much you're gonna get from it. It's mostly EZS as well. Easy Extreme Z battles, there we go. But then it has to be activated from the 4th turn from the start of battle. So it's not too long, but it's long enough so that his transformation can be activated. His links are Heraclan, Galactic Warriors, Big Bad Bosses, Thirst for Conquest, Coward, Revival, and Fierce Battle. Pretty good links. And then his categories are Resurrected Warriors, Movie Bosses, great category, Full Power, great. He's on a bunch of great categories. And Vegeta, I'm pretty sure that makes. I think there's a reason why he's on there. And his stats are pretty damn impressive. Now, when he transforms with his active skill, it does become a lot more different. So he stacks attack on his super now, which is pretty damn good actually. He gets 3 ki, 180% attack and defense, and wait, hold on, let me check something. Okay. He gets 180% attack and defense with 3 ki at the start of turn. Then he launches an additional that has a medium chance of becoming a super, so that's not bad. I think 25% chance? Yeah, he has a 25% chance of his additional becoming a super, which isn't too bad, it's just like Vegito's. He gets an additional 30% attack and 15% defense when attacking with 3 or more ki spears obtained, so any combination of 3 or more ki spears would be essential for this unit to get his full buff. Then he gets an additional 30% attack and 15% defense when attacking with 6 or more ki spears, so getting 6 or more ki spears would give him a total of... Yeah, they're calculated separately, so he's getting a total of 348% attack and 264% defense when collecting 6 or more ki spears, which is huge. On top of the attack stacking mechanic, it's gonna be a huge monstrous buff to this, a huge monstrous attack stat to this guy, but he's very powerful. And his passive is pretty like really easy to go through because you only need 6 ki spears. But it's only easy if you have a good lineup of orbs or ki spears, where sometimes you won't be able to get 2 or 3. Well, you'll be able to get 2 or 3, but not 6. So if that comes to show, if you don't get a total of 6, you'll probably end up with the 264 attack stat, 264% attack and 222% defense with 3 or more ki spears. That's not bad, honestly. That's still pretty damn good. But if you don't get any, I might as well say this is also really good. So you're pretty much in a good spot when it comes to his transformation. His links don't change at all, so pretty much you're gonna be seeing a good amount of love with this guy. Plus, he does link well with his LR counterpart, which is the int LR Bojack. Yes, yeah. This definitely works because this is just his transformation. This is just his standalone LR. So yeah, this definitely does work pretty damn well. Other links the same? Okay, a couple of them are not, but yeah, it's pretty much that. That's how good he is. Personally, I think he deserves to be. Wait, did I put him in? Yeah, I put him in triple S tier just because he's just that good. You could say I could put him in Z tier if you believe so, but I think he deserves to be an SS tier because he just has that really good. He has a good balance of links that will link him up with the LR Bojack. He has pretty good stats. He has a great passive. And he is a strong. He's mainly for Super Battle Road because of his pre-transformation passive. But then when he transforms, he's not gonna be like that anymore, and he's a literal tank, a literal powerhouse. So I'd say he just goes on SS tier because he doesn't have that full balance until he actually transforms. Then he's a literal monster. So for now, he's just gonna be in triple S tier. Next up is the new dual Dokkan Fest units, which I have them up right here. So, first off, we're gonna start with Pikkon. Now, first of all, I really wanted Pikkon to be good, and based on what I saw before, he is pretty damn good on paper. he's already good here. So let's just go over him. So he introduces a new category called Connected Hopes. Yeah, this is a pretty small category. You do have pretty decent. Not decent. You have pretty good units on here, like really good, such as Spirit Bomb Goku, free-to-play Spirit Bomb Goku. You got Super Saiyan 2 Angel Vegeta. You got the LR Physical Gogeta or Angel Goku and Vegeta. You got Nail, who does link pretty well with this PyCon, not gonna lie. What links does Nail have? Okay, so he has... let's see... Experienced Fighters, which is one of them. Cold Judgment, yep. Is that it? First Battle. Shocking Speed? Yep, so yeah, he has pretty much 4 or 5 links linking with this Nail, so he's pretty much almost a good linking partner for him. Not gonna lie, it's pretty damn impressive. Second of all, who else do we have in here? We have Tien, who's still great as hell. We have Gotenks and Super Saiyan 2 Angel Goku, Super Gogeta, Future Gohan, who they're all really good in, obviously. We have the other STR Super Gogeta. We have Tien, who's great. And I believe those are like the only really good units that are in this category specifically. Oh, including Super Saiyan Goku or Transforming Super Saiyan or Transforming Goku. Oh yeah, we also have the Tech Majin Vegeta, who's also great as well. But that is pretty much all the units that are like really, really good in this category for sure. But this is a small category. I feel like this could be buffed up a little more. But as of right now, it's good. It's not great, but it's good. So, considering where that's at, I feel like he could go into S tier, but we'll have to see what else he has in order for him to be bumped up a bit. So, he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, and does immense damage and greatly lowers attack. This is a common thing for all PyCons, considering that they all lower attack, so I'm not really surprised that they're gonna put something like this for him. But what's great is the fact that he greatly raises attack for 1 turn, which is awesome. So not gonna lie, I think that's, if you give him additionals, he's gonna be doing pretty much a pretty good attack stat actually. I think like 3 mil or something like that. Pretty much past that if you only have him have like 55%. So that's one thing to consider. His unit super attack is actually pretty easy to get. All you have to do is just get an Angel Goku or an Angel Vegeta, no category restrictions, in the same rotation. So have him along with one of these units, and then you can get the unit super attack, which basically greatly raises attack and does immense damage, plus it's effective against all types and greatly lowers attack, which by the way, also very useful for Super Battle Road, considering that he also lowers attack as well. Plus it's effective against all types, because who's in there? Gogeta. So it's really interesting how they're actually selling this unit, but then hide Gogeta in the super attack animation. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone, really, but that's actually pretty nice. His passive, now his passive is kind of interesting, but at the same time it's gonna take some time to get used to and see how often you'll pull this off. First of all, he gets 150% attack and defense, so smart move right there. He gives super class allies 2 ki and 30% attack and defense with 3 or more type key spears. Now, the reason why I say it's gonna take a while for you to pull this off consistently, because you need to get 3 or more of the same key spears. Doesn't matter if they're AGL, tech, strength, whatever typing, they all have to be the same. And if they're not the same, then they don't count towards this part of the passive and it won't pop off. And if you don't get 3 of the same key spears, this part of the passive will not pop off. That's the point of it. It's the same thing right here. So he'll get an additional 4 ki and a high chance to evade, which is like a 50% chance, obviously. And seal attacked enemy super attack with a rainbow key spear. So as long as you get a rainbow key spear, you'll get this whole entire passive. But if you don't get 3 or more of the same key spears, this passive will not pop off. And therefore you're only left with this or this part of the passive. So pretty much he's really good. It's a really interesting mechanic. but you're gonna have to see how consistent it is. But it's still good. It's really good. I'm not gonna lie. 2 key and 30% attack and defense is super class. It's not. It's actually really good. It's not amazing, but it's good enough for me to like say I would use him. That's all I would say, especially for him in Super Battle Road, because this active skill is actually really nice. His active skill, Greatest Master in the Otherworld. So this is basically a Ghost Usher. If you don't know what I mean, he has this. So he delays target's attacks for 1 turn. The reason why it's so good is because if you're in Super Battle Road and you need some like health boost or something like that, and you have so many enemies attacking you and you do not want one of your units to get hit so hard, or you're afraid that they might super attack you consistently, this is very helpful. But this can only be activated when you're facing one enemy, which is yeah, this would be so useful. But if they change the number of enemies condition from like 1 to like a higher number, then this would be so much better. But considering the fact that it's only one enemy, kind of sucks. But it's better than nothing, really. It can also be activated when your HP is 50% or more, and starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, which isn't too bad. But facing one enemy is kind of a stretch right there. I feel like if it was one or more enemies, then this would work so well in pretty much any piece of content, and he would be like the best utility unit in the game, hands down. But considering they just restricted him to just one enemy, it's kind of a small downgrade. But his links are really good: Supreme Warrior, Gentleman, Experienced Fighters, which is great, Shocking Speed, Cold Judgment, Otherworld Warriors, and First Battle. It's a pretty good link set, considering that, like I said, he links well with Nail, so not gonna lie, he's actually pretty good. His categories are Movie Heroes, obviously, Worthy Rivals, Otherworld Warriors, Saviors, Battle of Wits, and his new category, Connected Hopes. His stats are really damn good. And that is pretty much it for this guy. Is he worthy of being in S tier? I don't think so. I feel like he's more in double S tier, just because of the fact that he has a good passive, but his active skill kind of downgrades him a tiny bit. Plus, he's not going to be too useful in majority, like, no, not majority, but a little bit or some of the content. But he's a very, very good unit. But considering his active skill only allows him to activate it when there's only one enemy, kinda sucks. But if you're in the Legendary Goku event or the Infinite Dragon Ball History event, sure, it damn works. But it kind of triggers me that it's just only one enemy, but not one or more. I'm guessing they're trying to restrict this unit to be a little, not too good, but make him at least as good as what other Dokkan Fest units kind of have, but he's pretty good. So that's it on PyCon, right? Yeah. So, one more thing to look at, and it's this guy. Yes, Janemba. Now, this is the second Fat Janemba that they've released, which is awesome because I really wanted to see another one. He introduces the Mind and Body Erosion category. Now, I don't know what units are in here. Tell me what units are in here besides him. Ooh, a lot of extreme. We have a lot of extreme units in here. This is an extreme type of unit class. Alright. So, who do we have here? Okay, so we have Baby. We have Majin Vegeta. We got Rose in there. Okay, that's a really... Okay. Okay, so we have the free-to-play LR Cooler, Red Cooler Army. We have the Dark Mass Saiyan. Baby Janemba, who's, I believe, still pretty good today. I forget. Yup, he's still pretty good today because that works well with the other Janemba. Wait, what links does he have? What links do you have? Oh, if he transforms, let me look at that first. So, Shocking Speed, Brutal Beatdown? No, there's Shocking Speed or Thirst for Conquest, but I feel like they could have done a little more with him. What else? Who else is in here? Okay, this AGL Rose. Okay, that's nice. Mass Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta. Okay, Majin Vegeta. Into Goku Black, okay, that's really good. That's also really good. STR Rose. We got the Int Meta Cooler. STR Majin Vegeta. All the Majin Vegetas are here basically. I'd say this is a pretty decent category, not the best, but I feel like this could be more buffed, just like PyCon's new category. But it's still pretty decent. Just that I feel like they could, like I said, add more. And this guy has his secondary leader skill is the counterpart to PyCon's, who's super, while this guy's extreme. Key 3 and 130% to all stats. He raises defense for 1 turn and does immense damage, which is pretty good because this guy, before he transforms, is a pretty damn good defensive unit. So let's see. Oh my god. So he gets 120% attack and defense, which isn't bad. But then he guards all attacks, which is awesome. So having compensated with the attack and defense along with the guard is actually really nice. So he's a very strong defensive unit from the start. Very useful for ESBR, SBR, pretty much all the content basically. Then he has the same kind of passive as PyCon, except you need to get 4 more key spears, and it's extreme class allies. Well, yeah, 4 more type key spears. So you need to get the 4 or more of the same kind of key spears, no matter what type it is. They all have to be the same. This also excludes rainbow key spears because, well, it kind of does because you have this. But let's just consider just this only. You need to get 4 of the same orbs in order to pop off this passive. But I think excluding all of this, he's already damn good. But here's the other part of the passive is you need to get 2 or more rainbow key spears, which gives him 30% more damage reduction, which goes on top of his guard, which is pretty damn impressive. So he'll be taking like single digit damage, depending on the amount of enemies and rotation that you have him on. He's gonna be pretty damn tanky. But the thing that'll suck is the orbs or the key spears thing. So as long as you get at least, I say, a total of 6 orbs with 2 rainbow key spears and 4 of the same type key spears, it's gonna be pretty easy. But it'll depend on the orb field as well. So think about that for a second. Alright, his active skill is very, very easy to get. All you need to do is have him get hit 5 times. No matter what damage he gets, he has to get hit 5 times. It's similar to Jiren's, but this one has to receive damage. That's it for him, right? No, his links are pretty much meh. The only links are really good in here are Innocence, More Than Meets the Eye, Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, and First Battle. Nothing more, nothing else. Metamorphosis is also good. I think you need to link him up with, was it Ingenima in order for this to work, but it does work pretty well. It does work. His categories are movie bosses, transformation boost, and mind and body erosion. Pretty solid. His stats, they're pretty good. But then when he Dokkan awakens, it's going to be a little different. It's going to be a lot different actually, because this is going to go away, and this is going to go away. And I think this is going to go away too, so let's just jump right in and see what he has in store. So after you activate his active skill, his leader skill is the same. His super attack gives him attack and defense for 1 turn and does immense damage. He gets 180% attack and defense at the start of turn, randomly changes key spears to a certain type of to another key spear or to rainbow key spears, which isn't bad. He also gets an additional 40% attack with 3 more key spears and a high chance to dodge or evade enemy super attack with a rainbow key spear. So as long as you get 1 rainbow key spear, this is going to pop 50% of the time. And if you get 3 or more of the same type of key spears, then you'll get an additional 40%, which is it calculated separately? Nope, it's not. So this is going to be a 220% attack, a full 220% attack, since it stacks on top of it. But I say he's pretty damn good. It kind of sucks that they did take off his damage reduction, but I'm not gonna complain about that. It's actually really nice that they're giving him a chance to dodge at least. Plus, that's a really high defensive buff for a Janemba. And his defense is actually pretty decent too, so Yeah, I'll give him that. Plus, his links are pretty much the same as the Engine Nimba, so this is a really good link set. And I think that's pretty much it with Janemba. Personally, I would say, based on what he has right here, might be damage-wise, it could be around like 3-4 million. Plus, he has a strong pre-transformation passive, so I would damn say he's about the same as Pycon. Not like in terms of what he has, but in terms of what he can do and how much he could put it through majority of the content, I'd say he's right around double S tier, maybe triple S tier, maybe a little better than Pycon personally. Personally, I would say he's a little better than Pycon, but I think he still stands at double S tier just because of what he has before he transforms. But when he transforms, he becomes pretty much almost the same as the pre-transformation, except he only has a high chance to dodge, which I don't mind, except the fact that sometimes I'm very unlucky with the dodges. But it's still good, it's still good. So I think that's all of it for the end of the year. I'm actually kind of glad that this is the tier list. Is there any changes I would pull off before I end this video off? Well, let's see. You two say there. You're gonna move up or down depending on what they release, when they release you, or what they do with you. You're not gonna get changed. You have an easy already. No, Gogeta, forgot, goes up to. Whew, what did they do with him? I forgot. Shoot. Now you think about it, I forgot to rank up Gogeta. That's very unfortunate right there. So that's the last thing I need to do before I start breaking my own head up. Let's see, where is he at? There he is. Alright. So, he's a 3-key 130% to super, and 3-key to 90% to extreme. Raises defense per turn, doesn't miss damage, lowers attack and defense, pretty good. Attack and defense 120%, effective against all types, has a medium chance to dodge with one or more rainbow key spears. Gets an additional 40% attack with 2 or more rainbow, and then with a high chance to perform a crit with 3 or more. It's not bad. That's not bad, honestly. Stats wise are really good, really freaking high, obviously. Has really good links for a fusion. Has really good categories. So I'm gonna say this right now, he definitely does deserve to go up to double S. And that is it, right? Yeah, that's pretty much it for the entire year. This is the 2020 JP Dokkan Fest tier list. If you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns or suggestions on what this tier list about this tier list, or anything of any kind, just put them in the comment section below. I'll respond to them as best as I can, or as fast as I can, actually. And we'll see what happens when this whole thing goes shebang in 2021 during the 6th year anniversary. And I will catch you guys in the next one. And by the way, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed the entire video. I'll see you all in the next one.